Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 95 of Malt and Magic, The Forgotten Kingdom of Nylin. It should be an interesting one tonight. There's lots planned, lots to do. Samau is a little bit behind tonight, so will be joining us as and when he gets home. So we may start the session without Samau tonight, but hopefully not to be too long without him. But before we get into all of that, let's go through our usual thank yous. So a huge shout out to Incarnate, who have been a godsend this week, creating maps and all sorts for various things that could or could not happen. A huge shout out to Albo Rodeo, who we will be using in just a short second as we look into this dungeon or tomb or whatever that we've encountered or dove into, I suppose. Dive into. Shout out to Dungeon Alchemist, who I will be using in the coming weeks to create a few things, and still need to update, but we'll get there. And then a massive shout out to D&D Beyond. Thank you for that tool. It's awesome. More to come, I think, with that tool as we go through the year. More books and everything. The Spelljammer book looks pretty cool, although I can't see Malt and Magic going to space just yet. We'll see what happens. And then, of course, a massive shout out to Hero Forge. I've been playing around a lot with the community aspects over the last week or so. So if you go to Hero Forge and into the community piece and search for even either Malt and Magic, or one word, or Nylin, you should start to see some tokens and character creations appearing in the community slots. So go have a play around. I said I'd do it, so eventually I will get all of our favourite NPCs in there, all of our favourite monsters, anything that we've created, and eventually maybe even the characters as well. So go check out Hero Forge, go give that a look at. A huge thank you to the DM's tools that I use in the background there, which is Kassoon, 5e Magic Shop, and 2 Minute Tools. And then, of course, for our musical ambiances and musical tracks, tabletop audio. But, of course, our stream would be nothing without BattleBards, whom we are affiliated with. So as you hear all the amazing sound effects on the stream, they all come from BattleBards. If you want to get your own sound effects in your own game, then, of course, go and check out BattleBards. Go and use the code you see on screen, Malt and Magic, when you register, and get yourselves a nice cheeky discount. You will also be able to go to BattleBards if you visit our Twitch page, our About page, which we have done some updates on. So I spent the weekend, along with the boys, doing some of the updates to Twitch, getting the channel properly set up, shall we say. So there's a few new things to look at. There's new commands you can use in the chat, which you can get some of the commands from the About page itself. So there's things like hug or mods or I think socials in there. There's various things that you'll see pop up. There's new automated messages that will appear in the chat now that will link off to socials or talk about the stream, talk about the adventurers. And of course, we now have the ability to accept donations. So we've been on about it behind the scenes for a long time. So I appreciate not everybody can afford Twitch subscriptions, or not everybody can sort of wants to support in that way. But if you feel like tipping or dropping a donation when I can actually get the word out, we will love you eternally, and every little helps. So you can go and do that from the Twitch page itself. There should also be, as I say, an automated link that pops up. But just keep your eyes peeled. New things are coming. We're slowly but surely getting through the updates and getting things done to hopefully make our stream even better for you. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube or you are on the podcast, then all you need to do in your own time is just go head over to the Twitch channel and you can get access to some of those extra features as well. If you're loving the podcast and you want to drop us a donation, that'd be amazing. But yeah, I think other than that and the updates, of course, go check out the social media links. You can see that on screen as well. We've finally got TikTok added there. We just need to get the icon, but we'll get to that. Slowly but surely getting all these updates done. And I've mentioned the podcast. Go and check it out if you're not already on your podcast platform of choice. And if you get the option to, please leave a rating or a review. It's still growing slowly but surely, across geographies, in numbers and unique listeners. So it's amazing to see, and thank you all who are supporting us on that platform, or on those platforms, I should say. And that's it for tonight. That's it for my thank yous and some of my updates. We may have a short discussion about them in a second. But let's go see what a once underwater dungeon has in store for us. So there will be adult language. There will most certainly be adult humour. You have been warned. Let's roll.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Hi all.
So as I said, we are a Samau short for the time being, but we will get there. So let's just drop this in our group chat, just so you've got it. Cool. So, hello everyone. Let's run down the lineup, shall we? I know Samau's not here, but I'll introduce him. There's one problem on this screen now. We've got King Ander of. It doesn't say anything else.
That's working well.
Running down the lineup, I am Matt. I'm the Dungeon Master, also playing the psychic character of Bothrid, our Hobgoblin Barbarian Druid.
And I am your newly coronated King Ander of Esamir, ruler of Nylin, and modest man of noble means.
Sorry,
So
I was
sorry,
getting
there was a
really
few things-
distracted. That was incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
you just just everything. Yeah, I mean, one, I wasn't expecting that, and hello. Yes, I mean, we'll sort that out. But yes, Kirik is played by Samal, the half-orc cleric. And I'm sure that he will introduce himself when he gets here. I am Dave. I play Dargon, the Goliath fighter warlock. Who is just as brainwashed as I am at the moment. So,
There we go. So yeah, I will sort Streamlabs out. That was a bit very rude.
how would?
Bloody thing. So I will get that sorted out. But a hug instead stick. So there you go. Yes. So Samal will be here. And I've lost my train of thought now. So last week, what happened? We dealt with some sharks first and foremost, in the most Kirik way possible, is the way I'm going to describe it, by just getting rid of all the water in the immediate vicinity so that they couldn't swim, and it basically then came down to opportunity attacks or attacks with advantage for them, depending on whether you guys got hurt. But yeah, you pretty much saw them off with minimal detriment to yourselves, shall we say. Although Kirik has taken a bit of a beating. But yes, that's absolutely right. That is definitely what happens when we add stuff into the chat. So following on from that, you then, well, Ander plunked his arse on the throne. And the throne immediately rose as the Moonblade of Esamir brought the crown of Garth to Ander's head, and like a beacon shining out in the night, or a beacon shining out on a Jubilee weekend, I suppose we could say, Esamir itself rose from the depths up to the surface of Loch Esamir itself, and the city once again shined like a glimmering jewel on the top of the lake.
It was a Ander style entrance. I have to say.
Absolutely, it was I'm just going to plunk my arse on this throne without any checking of whatsoever what may happen, and the whole city just went woohoo. So there we go.
Input command accepted.
Pretty much. You then had a wander around the city as I pull out a litre bottle of whiskey there, which is rather interesting.
As you do. I mean, start the evening well.
Yeah, it's not a small one. I was not expecting it to be that big.
Oh, don't live with me.
What she
Not the
said.
first time I've heard that one.
Whee.
Yep. There we go. So yes, you all then went exploring a little bit, with Kirik somewhat distracted and being drawn towards the southwestern area of the city to find a near enough pristine temple devoted to the Raven Queen. And between Ander and Kirik, you began to understand the reason of why it's there, why it was pristine. Gareth had made some sort of agreement, if you like, with the Raven Queen to preserve this temple, but also to have a presence devoted to the Raven Queen within Esamir itself. And you also found the 3 embassies. So 1 embassy for the Fae, 1 embassy for the Celestials, and 1 embassy for Fiends. Or at least you have surmised as such. And yeah, we then went into the temple of the Raven Queen. As I try and close a drawer there we go, sorted. Sort my life out. Kirik had a very interesting encounter. Entered into an ice-cold pool of water in the centre of the temple, and convened, if you like, communed with the Raven Queen herself, who told Kirik a few choice things. One of the biggest things being that the fight coming is one of the hardest that he would have to face, or that you would have to face. And then granted you entrance into the underground temple. And so we found ourselves descending into said temple, said keep, dungeon, crypt, whatever you want to call it, to go and find the next source. Standard source-like temple now, if you like. Somehow finally noticing in the background there that all of the temple maps, or all of the source dungeons, if you like, maps are exactly the same layout. Yeah. And you have entered through the first stone door. Sorry, there was things flashing up on my screen again there. And you have now sort of seen off 3 of these water-based elemental creatures that just spun up out of the water and began to attack you. Kirik, just spirit guardians, and the rest is history, shall we say. And that is where we begin tonight. Having seen off these water elemental like creatures, you are left in this room, and just to remind you the sort of atmosphere of this crypt, this dungeon, this temple, there is a few inches of shallow water, quite clear, that lays upon the bottom of the floor, or sort of covers the floor here. There's these strange black slimy like vines or growths that have now stuck out of, or that are growing out of the walls, that Kirik was rather interested in, but they don't seem to be doing anything. The only other thing you would notice in this particular room right now is that to the northwest of the room there is a stone door that, as you defeated the 4, I think it was 4, as you defeated the elemental like creatures, just opened slightly. And so, my wardens, what are we doing?
Somehow did text us to say he will be keeping Spirit Guardians up for the full 10 minutes.
Duration.
So there's going to be a hell of a swirling mess of watery ravens when we go through that tight corridor in a minute. If that door's open, we're going to have a peek, can we?
Okay, you having a peek, Ander?
Am I feeling a pull to the source, or was the pull always towards the throne?
The pull for you was always towards the throne, and now you have raised Esamir from the depths. That pull is gone.
Okay. Because I'm officially the Don now. You see, there's no more pulling because I have... Anders' story arc is concluded. He's going to retire champion. That's it.
You have claimed a throne, at least. And
Let
the
me have a
words that
moment
were told to you was
before
that
you try
the
and kill me.
throne would be wherever you claimed it. So,
Prophecy
Ander, what are you
fulfilled.
doing?
Well, does Kirik still feel the pull? Because he was pulled towards the temple. Does he feel a pull towards the source?
I would say at this moment, Kirik is probably feeling that chill of the river. The river Styx, if you like. All throughout this place. But given his interaction with the Raven Queen, with the matron, yes, I would say he's being guided down this corridor, if you like.
Okay.
I was going to say, did he actually mention... Did Kirik mention that, or did Samal mention that? About the shape of the... You know, that was a Samal thing, I think, wasn't it?
That was a Samal thing, not a Kirik thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, Ender, doors your thing. Go check it out.
I'll grab a butcher's down the corridor, see what's occurring.
Okay, as you pull this door sort of open, there's just more and more ripples that sort of gently billow across or ripple across the room, and you are able to see down this corridor, and as you have experienced before, it bends around to the south and leads towards a larger chamber. The light is dim in here. It's not pitch black, it's not dark, just dim light. Almost that twilight type effect.
Is my vision impaired, or can I still see what's happening?
So you could probably, in dim light, you can see about half what you usually would be able to. So you can probably see about 30 feet in front of you, babe. Maybe.
I will usher the other people to come with me, everyone else, and then I'll sort of go around the bend, start heading down the corridor towards the other room. Okay, this is a lot easier now, it's above water.
Indeed it is. We will say you all make your way into the corridor and beyond. Ooh. Apparently that's not as a thing, there we go. And I also need to add that as an attachment, so Kirik can go... What a ball lake this is.
What about
the Spirit Guardians?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Just find out why.
Just take them off until we're in the big room.
I think I've locked it. That'll be why I can't move the bloody thing.
Oh, that's interesting.
What's interesting?
That I'm not capturing the map. That's why I haven't shown it yet.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'll be right
Cool.
with you.
So we'll say, Andy, are you going to enter this chamber beyond?
Now I'm on the edge of it. Can I see? Is there another door, or is it just it opens up into the room?
It opens up into the room, and much like you've witnessed before, there is this larger chamber, and there is a door to the southwest of this chamber. There are these strange sort of almost webs of slime-like material that decorate some of the walls. There's these strange aquatic plants that also appear. But ultimately the pool of water is still, apart from the ripples you've made as you've walked through. And there is that door to the southwest, which I might reveal a little bit more of just so you can see where it is.
And all of the slimy stuff, would I take that to be because it's been underwater, or a slime that looks weird that it's there?
It's sort of just slime from underwater. It's bizarre in nature, but I think you would... There's nothing untoward about it.
I will go check out the door then to see whether it's locked or not, or even has any lock mechanisms, or whether it's just a stone wall.
Okay. As you walk up to the door, then make me an investigation check.
Happily. That would be a 27.
With a 27, this door is unlike any of the other doors you have come across in any of the source crypts or dungeons previous. It is almost solid stone, polished black stone, and you can see pink and purple veins throughout this stone. And carved across the centre, almost in a spiral pattern, are these strange runes. And I'm going to ask you to make me an Arcana check, please, sir.
Would I recognise the door as a Wrathstrike door? Or is it a different kind of...
Yes, you would.
Yeah. Arcana check coming at you. 18.
18. These runes you have seen very recently, or similar runes you've seen very recently. They are similar to the ones that adorn the walls of Esamir. Well done. And they are draconic, is what you managed to gauge from that.
So, if I was to cast Comprehend Languages, if I was to touch the surface of the door, I have to do that to be able to read written texts. What would the runes say? Rondo.
Knowing the challenges we've had to go through before, and the fact that we hate doors, Dargon's going to look at the door and detect magic.
Okay.
So his eyes, he closes his eyes, he opens them up, and they are glowing orange, sun-like. As I then suddenly realise that I don't know what my detect auras would be. Detect magic auras, if anything.
Yes. Let me just go and have a quick nosy at something. So, as you look up on the door and these runes specifically with your detect magic on, there is this strange blue-like fog that seems to just wisp across the door as you look at it with detect magic.
As you're not really, I'm sure you're not going to be surprised, Under, but you do know the door is magical. So, I'm trying to think, when we were in the previous place, I can't help but think that, because a tree grew, well, no, a tree didn't grow, but a mini tree appeared, or a seed or something, a mound. I wonder if a similar thing is going to arrive. Like this door could conjure a new item for us to look at. Just warning you before you touch it.
Well, for me to understand what it says, unfortunately I have to touch it, but I'm thinking it's the same runes or similar runes that are on the walls, which were protective runes. So if I can figure out what they say, and then I might be able to reverse engineer a solution from that. It's my plan.
Yeah.
But get ready to catch, because I might be blown backwards when I do touch it. But I will touch it to be able to read it, please, and hope for the best.
Okay. As you place your hand on the door, then the runes light up and they shift, and rather than become a spiral, they become a string, if you like, of these runes. And as you sort of run your hands over them and your eyes almost sort of roll back into your head, you begin to almost hear a draconic voice in your head, which you then begin to translate in your mind again. And this voice sort of booms in your brain and just says, a trial of 3 to pass. A trial of 3 to succeed. Guarded by the one who guarded the king. A trial of 3 you must endure. And the whole room is going to go black for everyone.
Oh, great.
The first thing you all notice is this strange yellowish and bluish light that blurs your vision. But eventually your vision sort of comes into focus and you see a platform with 2 large blue crystals either side and these small lit candles surrounding it, and in the middle of this platform, Dargon, you recognize a familiar creature. A large sphinx stands atop. You're on mute, Dave, by the way.
Bollocks.
Stands atop this platform and looks down on the 4 of you. It has been some time.
Oh, please do not tell me you're the same one I met before.
I am offended that you do not remember me.
I do. And I do. Fellas, I met this lovely woman in Ironforge, where I died.
Oh, that's a helpful omen to what we're about to go through. Great pep talk, Dargon.
Oh, you're welcome. We'll do fine. Promise.
Are you quite finished?
Nope, sorry.
Sorry, yes, do go on.
You have found yourself in another place guarded by the power of the king. And her eyes flash to your head, Ander.
Oh, he's the king.
The old king.
Ah.
You seek the source.
This place.
How astute.
He knew people would come. The traditional wards would not suffice. And so I was instructed to guard and to provide opportunity. 3 trials I offer. 3 that must be complete. A test of the mind, a test of the spirit, and a test of the body.
Shotgun the mind, Kirik the spirit, Dargon the body.
Yeah,
Or
You will do them all together if you are to pass together.
is there an option for the new king to veto what the old king did and just call it a day, and then you just let us get what we need?
You are a king not by official means yet, and so your power is not yet complete.
So before anyone has any decent, foolish ideas, weapons and fighting will not do here. Coming from me, I know it's annoying. Bothered, you heard?
Sure. Well,
Yeah.
milady.
What are our challenges?
You may choose between a test of mind and a test of spirit. The test of body shall be your final challenge. My creations await you beyond the door. Only once you have passed the first trials will I allow you to proceed. And should you be strong enough, the entrance to the source will be before you.
This is the scariest game of Crystal Maze I think anyone's ever played.
The stakes are high. Choose then the mind or the spirit.
My vote would be of the mind first. Obviously, given the Iron Stone on my head. And out of character, Samal's not here yet for the spirit bit.
Yeah,
He's running home at this point.
Yeah. I don't know what help I'm gonna be, but sure, let's do that first.
So, mind, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, my great and powerful lady, I think we have chosen the mind. Very well. For this riddle, a poem I will recite unto thee. Your answer must be what makes this poem unique.
I changed my mind. Samal solves the riddles as well, did it? Shit. I thought it was just going to be intelligence rolls, so I'll be like, I've got intelligence rolls.
There's always intelligence rolls.
Lay it on me, you sexy sphinx.
Evil am I. Evil. As so to die not sane. Menace I lay. A stab mocks. I revolt. No din is still. I kidnap and I kill. It's sin I don't love. Risk combat. Say a lie. Cane men. A stone I do toss. Alive. I'm alive.
Was the last line alive, I am alive, or ally, I am alive?
Alive. I'm alive.
And we've got to figure out what the poem is about.
What makes this poem unique?
It doesn't rhyme.
Incorrect.
Cock. How many lives we got? Dave, you're on mute.
And there might be something that we discuss first. Have a.
Well,
I know I'm not going to bring much to the table. You know, it's all just rattling around in here. But let's give this a go.
3 trials you have. 3 attempts at 2. For the body, you have but 1 chance, and 1 chance alone.
What is unique?
Now, viewers, you're going to watch us read a poem to ourselves many times and work out if we can find out what it is.
Well,
Yep.
so if anybody wishes to make an intelligence check, I will allow it.
100%.
I mean, sure.
Straight intelligence. Here we go.
I
21.
was going to say, are we also going to roll one for Kirik while he's not here?
You might as well.
Straight intelligence check.
Straight intelligence check.
10 for
Let's
me.
do Bothrid as well.
And I should.
Come on, Bufford.
What's I should have his up here somewhere. Kirik's intelligence is great. Brilliant.
And in fact, I apologise, Andy, you made a guess, didn't you?
No.
You're going to take 6 points of psychic damage for an incorrect
Nice.
guess.
Ooh, that takes my 5 temporary hit points and then 1 whole point.
Okay.
Bothrid gets a 12 on his intelligence check. So that was a 12 for Bothrid, a 10 for Dargon, a 21 for Ander, and a what for Kirik?
15.
15. Okay. Danny, have your phone at hand. A whisper is on its way to you.
Oh, the whisper.
Oh, whisper. Right.
I fucking hate riddles, man.
It's
What makes the poem unique? Well, it's unique because it was written by Matt and nobody else is going to come up with that.
I'm not going to claim the fact that I've written this.
Oh, okay.
There is a Reddit string of 101 Sphinx riddles, and this was my favourite one by far.
wow.
I have to say, Matt, that clue is fucking useless to me. Not a clue. Twice round and round again. This might as well what I said. That's not
so
what it says.
tempted to do that again.
If that had come back to haunt me, I'd have quit the stream.
He's just going to gut himself there. No, I'm done.
Dargon's going to start pacing at this point, trying to think of it. So that.
Fine. The Sphinx will just sort of place her paws down and almost just sits, waiting. Time does not seem to bother her whatsoever.
Oh, that's nice of her. At least we know we ain't got a time limit, 'cause if it was 2 minutes and then we got locked in, like the actual Crystal Maze, we'd be fucked. Risk combat, say a lie, cane men, a stone I do toss alive, I'm alive. Evil am I, evil as soon as I sane. Oh, I kidnap and I kill, it's sin I don't love. How can it not love sin, and yet the whole thing is about sin?
Look at your clue.
Okay. So Danny, we've got the alive am I. Sorry, evil am I. Evil, and at the end, it ends. I'm alive. Well, alive. I'm alive. So, I'm trying to work out something there.
What about if we read it backwards? I'm alive, alive. A stone I do toss. Cane men, say alive, risk combat. It's sin I don't love. I kidnap and I kill. No dinner still. I revolt. Stab mocks, menace I lay. As so die not sane. Evil, I am evil. Still makes sense backwards. Is it? You know when? I don't want to say the guess, but you know when? And I can't remember what the word is, but the word Hannah is the same forward and backwards. Is it like a poem version of that? It makes sense forwards and backwards. That's not a guess. That's me conferring with a colleague, Mr. DM. just so you know.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. That's interesting. That yes, it can be makes sense in both directions. But is that what it's meant to be? Surely it's meant to be that. I suppose it's not this isn't a riddle. It's a poem. So I think.
What's unique about the poem?
As in, we're not thinking that this is talking about a tree or time or a mountain. This is what is unique about the poem? Was that the question we were asked?
That is the exact question you were asked.
What is unique about the poem?
We're super close for that, aren't we? But not there. It's unique in that
I will say Bothrid at this point
Oh, sorry, I've got it. No,
is
sorry.
going
I'm
to
sorry, I got it.
wander and going to look at the gemstones that are giving off lights. The Sphinx's eyes just follow him. And he is going to peer and turn and come back.
Go on, Dave, use a guess.
It's exactly a palindrome. It's literally mirrored. I'm alive.
Fucking hell.
Backwards is evil. I am, or whatever. Am I? Yes, there we go. Evil am I. So,
fuck me. It's the same backwards as his foot.
Yeah, I saw it. No, I saw it because I was like, "What the fuck is no din?" And then I looked somewhere else, and I then saw. Where did I see? Stone is also in. Die not sane. It's in there, and then I worked out that it's there. So stone is there in die not
That
sane.
is fucking hell. Get for the win.
Jesus. Yeah, literally.
You're going to have to roleplay the shit out of this one now.
Fucking hell.
Final answer. Final answer. Locking it in.
Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on.
£1,000,000
Right.
question.
Yeah. I've got to do this properly. Right.
Do it as Kirik, because Dargon won't figure that shit out.
I have a better intelligence than Kirik, actually, or Dargon does.
Oh.
Yeah, I do
I do
actually.
apologise,
Which is
Dargon.
crazy talk. So I'm going to burn, because this is going to be good, one of my rare cigars for this, because it gives me the alert feed for 10 minutes. This works. Let's do this. So Dargon is going to wander about, and he lights the cigar. And he's talking it through. Live. And he's just going backwards and forwards, and suddenly I'm alive.
No.
And you know words. Say alive backwards?
Evila.
Evil am I?
I think you're a pretty decent man. I'm not following.
Shush you. No.
I know,
Right.
I get where you're going.
Illegal am I? I'm alive. It's backwards when it gets to the end. Work with me on this. Why, what's the
So
next
the poem
line?
is backwards and forwards. Yes, because the next line is alive, which is evil am I, evil.
Well, no, it's evil as to, and the last one's alive. Evil as...
Yes, because the first line is evil am I, evil as so to die.
Yeah.
It's a jumble of the letters, but yes, it reads forwards and backwards.
It's not a jumble of the letters. It's exact. It's just missing some letters. Some letters are in the wrong line. Yeah. So, how do we say that? What is it? You read it exactly backwards, letter for letter. It mirrors itself. Does that mean it's a polygonical dromy one, or what?
A polygon,
No, palindrome. That's the badger.
Peloton, palindrome.
A connoisseur.
As I channel the stone and it glows fucking bright blue.
I think it's a palindrome because you were talking about Hannah, isn't it? Like
yeah.
I'm dyslexic. This hurts. That's probably why I saw
you
it.
figured it out.
No, it's probably why I saw it because like words jumble up for me literally on the page. So.
And as you both speak that, the Sphinx's eyes glow. You have grown since we last saw each other, Goliath.
The armour just makes him look fatter.
Thank you. Yeah, it's these friends. They've been very good to me.
You have passed the test of mind. And now the test of spirit. And her eyes glow once again, but this time it's a blinding flash. And everything goes dark again. So in love with that, Dave. Well done.
I think I'll.
Once again,
you just cut the stream off.
Vision blurs, and there is no immediate focal point of light this time, just shapes and the colour red. But eventually everything comes into focus and you find yourself standing in a room that resembles a room in Castle Maltstack. You see the 4 current Malt Masters frozen in place, frozen in time, each one pointing at another, and in the centre of them the body of Mirabelle. Blood everywhere. So
I always forget, Mirabelle's my one, isn't it?
Yep. The Cooper points at the distiller.
Sorry,
the distiller points at Mephisto.
Let me zoom out.
Mephisto points at the blender. Blender points at the distiller also. Got that slightly wrong. The blender should be pointing at the Cooper.
Sweet. Okay. Cooper to distiller, distiller to Mephisto, Mephisto to blender. Blender to Cooper. Okay. And it was Colonel Mustard with the copper pipe in the library.
So just before we do any of this, Kirik's had to make, Smails had to make his apologies. Work's been an absolute shit show tonight, and he's struggling to get out, so he probably won't be joining us tonight. But
no worries.
We solved the riddle without him.
Soldier on. It's all good. So,
okay.
You hear the disembodied voice of the Sphinx. The scene before you, and you must pass judgment. A spectral dagger appears on the floor in front of the 4 of you. Choose who must be punished for this crime.
Who must be punished?
What was the bit before that? As in, we just choose who must be punished.
Choose who must be punished.
Crap. What else? What other information do we have? Bollocks.
You are free to move around the room and investigate and do whatever you wish.
Yeah,
to do.
okay.
So they're all accusing each other, and we must find out who's guilty. So it is a who's done it murder mystery.
Right. Well, the distiller's directly in front of Dargon, so I would like to go and investigate the distiller.
Yeah. Anda was
Okay,
freaking out a
maybe
little bit seeing Mirabelle's dead body until she assured me it's not real, and now he's starting to pull himself together a little bit now.
Make me an investigation check, please, Dargon.
Okay. Okie dokie. Let's make sure I know what my investigation is. Ooh, that'll do. 24. I'll take that.
24. As you look over the distiller, there are flecks of blood on her robes and what look like defensive wounds on her hands.
Okay.
Can I investigate Mirabelle's body to see if I can see cause of death?
You can do in
Like-
just a second. What you notice is as Dargon investigates the distiller, their bodies shift. The distiller points at the blender points at Mephisto, the Cooper points at the blender, and Mephisto now points at the Cooper.
Can I do that? Can I investigate the body now?
Can. Make an investigation check, please, or a medicine check. I will allow advantage on a medicine check.
Sorry, is the Cooper still pointing at the distiller? Sorry, I got a little confused then.
The Cooper is the token's not come out great. The Cooper is currently pointing at the blender.
Yeah.
There are two people pointing at the blender at this point.
Right. That's what I was checking. There's no one pointing at the distiller then. No, there's no one pointing at the distiller. Mephisto's pointing at the Cooper. The Blender's
I got
pointing at
15 on the
distiller.
medicine check.
With a 15, you sort of see a number of stab wounds over Mirabelle's body, but it is quite obvious what has killed her, as you find a gaping hole in her chest, and her heart has been cut out.
Charming.
Okay, now. So it looks like it's been cut out, not blasted out.
It's been cut
Right,
out.
okay. I would then go to look at the Cooper as the man I know who's most adept with a blade, to see what clues I can find on that guy.
Make me an investigation check, please.
Come on, be a good roll. Be a good roll. Ooh, 26.
The Cooper's armour is immaculate. You find, as you study his body, all of his weapons are there, bar one. There is the sheath to a small dagger on his hip.
His dagger is missing. Okay.
Do they move again?
They do then move.
Okay.
The distiller is going to point back at the Cooper. The blender is going to point at the Cooper. Mephisto is going to stay, and the Cooper going to turn and point downwards. Technically
Mephisto.
through Ander towards Mephisto.
Okay.
Just to double check, my blade doesn't have any blood on it, does it? It wasn't me. Just to check a curveball.
Your Moonblade.
Yeah.
Make me an investigation check, please.
I think Mirabelle did it, by the way.
Her heart exploded with love for Thoranda, that's what it was. 27. To investigate
Your Moonblade
myself.
is not at your side.
Oh, fuck.
This is the spirit one.
Mm-hmm.
This is the spirit one. Okay, we have had at one stage no one pointing at the distiller, and the distiller looked like she had self-defensive wounds on her hands and arms, but she did have blood on her, if I recall that one correctly. The Cooper's missing a blade, and so is Ander.
Yep.
You looked at Mephisto? No, you went straight to Mirabelle.
Yep. Mirabelle and the Cooper, so we've got
Her
Linda and
heart
Mephisto to
has
check
been...
out.
Yeah, and her heart's been cut out. Looks like it's probably a small blade. Certainly wasn't a big sod-off sword.
I didn't say that. All I said was that her heart had been cut out.
Okay. With
But
the
that is a good assumption.
well, okay, let's not make that. Do you tell us that what you have found / seen?
So I'll tell you the Cooper's blade is missing, and so is mine. So I'll tell you to check your weapons too. See if they're... Well, I'll tell you all to check your weapons to see if they're missing.
Okay, first step. Dagon will check to see if he's got his sword. Timiel's Wrath.
Timiel's Wrath is at your side.
And then my dagger.
Your dagger is not.
Oh.
Hang about, Ander, see if mine's not gone here as well. What the hell? Ander.
Bothridge looks over himself and he has his great axe and his whip, but not his double-bladed quarterstaff.
The only sharp thing on Kirik is his wit, isn't it? He hasn't got any weapons.
Check,
Kirik does not have any weapons.
Okay.
Not any bladed weapons, at least.
And you checked Mirabelle's. Did it look, like a good clean cut, or... I'm just trying to think the size of weapon. Can you determine that?
I'll try. I'll have another look to see if I could discern what type of weapon may have been used to cut her out, thinking it might be a dagger.
Okay, roll me an investigation or a medicine check, please. No advantage this time, just straight rolls.
I get... Okay. I get advantage with my
Unless
goggles,
you get
though.
advantage. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
So that'll
I'm not
be
giving you
27.
advantage, right. There are multiple shallow stab wounds that you notice now, and it's quite clearly made with a small blade.
Okay. So yeah, looking at the body diagram, it definitely appears a small blade did it, and yet all of our daggers are missing. If this is a test of spirit, can Kirik commune with Mirabelle's dead body and just ask her who did it?
I mean...
All of the Malt Masters shift again.
When you look at Mirabelle?
As Ander investigates Mirabelle, they all shift.
Okay.
And seemingly all now point south.
They all point to us. Okay.
Can Kirik... I bet he don't have to speak with dead prepared, does he? You guys character sheet open?
Hang on a minute.
I have.
He definitely won't have prepped that for today, will he?
Doesn't look like it, no.
Speak. Nope. He has not. Okay. Okay.
How is finding out who killed her a test of spirit? That's the bit I'm not getting.
Well, I don't know either, but we need more information. I'm going to go and look at the blender.
Okay. Make me an investigation check, please.
Another good roll. That'll do. If I can get my character sheet up. Too many windows. Investigation 22.
As you look upon the blender and start to move around her, you notice that a stain begins to appear on the front of her outfit, and from her stomach area, blood just begins to pour. And as you investigate this, you sort of move the cloth, if you like, move the clothes. You see a large bloody wound across her stomach.
How large?
Too large for a small blade.
These are the Malt Masters.
The current Malt Masters, yeah.
Leading the witness. They
Objection,
are...
hearsay.
I want that t-shirt. They are standing up versions of the Malt Masters that we know.
Yep.
Are they doing anything else other than like being statues? Are we seeing facial expressions or anything from them?
Their facial expressions are neutral. The only thing they are doing is almost turning in place, and as you investigate the blender, they all turn and point towards Mirabelle now.
All turn to point towards Mirabelle.
Now that she's got a sword wound on her, is your sword gone, Dargon? And can I check if the Cooper's sword is now missing?
Okay, yeah, I will check.
Timil's Wrath is still there.
Okay.
The Cooper's sword is still there.
What about any axes? On
On the Cooper.
Dargon, Cooper, yep. Any other heavy duty weapons?
No more weapons have gone missing.
No more weapons have gone missing, okay. Do you think it's significant now Matt has said a couple of times the current Malt Masters? I didn't know any before.
You did.
Ah. Aha. Aha.
Oh, the fucking
yes.
Stillman, you mean?
Yeah.
Right. I thought you meant, what, like 4,000 years ago? There was some more. Yeah. It's like the Sugar Babes, isn't there? They just keep changing members all the time.
To change the cast. Like the fucking X-Men.
Yeah, so the Stillman is the type of guy who would cut a heart out. But then all of our blades are missing. So I still don't get how a murder mystery links into a test of spirit because I'm using my mind.
Intellect.
And we've got 3 guesses, right, still?
Mm-hmm.
And I did interpret the Sphinx right. We do have to find out who did it.
You have to choose who must be punished.
Aha.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, that's a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't
I
an
think
answer, but all of them.
All of us have done something that we should be punished for. To be honest, everyone in the room has.
Well, not just that, but for this crime.
Mm-hmm.
How do we leave Mirabelle?
Alive.
Yeah, where?
She went through the portal
Okay, that's
She
right.
went to Idril.
in the crystal cave.
Okay.
So, who should be punished? Because it doesn't necessarily mean like corporal punishment or capital punishment. It could just mean like I could punish myself for guilt.
Andrew, I've
There was
looked
a
at the
spectral blade on the floor.
defo.
There's a what? Is it? I fucking spaced on that.
There was a spectral blade that appeared after the Sphinx had, well, the disembodied voice of the Sphinx had spoken out. A spectral blade had appeared on the floor in front of you, and then the instruction: choose who must be punished.
In front of Anda? Generally in front of all of us, or right next to the body?
Generally in front of the four of you.
Fine.
What does the blade look like? I've totally spaced on this. This is the first thing we should have done.
So nervous.
Maybe an investigation check, please.
I'm still leaning that we should all be punished. Oh, come on with the rolls. 26.
The blade is not one blade. It takes the form of a dagger, a long sword, an axe, a double-bladed quarterstaff, a great sword, a hand axe. It seems to shift.
So they're all of our weapons, which makes me then come back to all of us should be punished.
Anda, I've checked the blender and the distiller. The blender's been stabbed. The distiller's been stabbed. Well, attacked. You say the Cooper hasn't got a scratch on him?
Nope. I'll check my fisto now, just to be safe.
Good idea.
What's cracking with my four-legged friend?
Just waiting for it.
Maybe an investigation check, please.
Oh, them rolls were nay good. 16.
Mephisto has none of his usual tools on him. He
Okay.
wears chainmail armour. And you see that he is now missing an arm.
Fucking hell. That's the kind of thing you'd notice straight away.
It seems to shift before your very eyes.
Mephisto is missing an arm. I mean, it's making the
And
Cooper
yet
look very
again-
guilty.
They shift.
But would you be okay with me submitting a guest of everyone?
The spectral
So, yeah.
blade is going to float over to you, and
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was muted. Like a dumbass.
I will think that all of us in this room deserve to be punished for something in some way, shape or form. And that is an official guess.
as you do this, the spectral blade splits into 9. 9 small moon blades of Esamir appear. And they streak out. 4 embed themselves in the heads of the Malt Masters.
Yikes.
Sorry.
4 embed themselves in your very hearts. And everything goes black.
Oh! Well
What happened
done.
to the 9th one?
Sorry, the 9th one would have streaked up, down,
Okay.
into Mirabelle.
Damn!
And just punctured through the hole in her chest. As all goes dark, the disembodied voice of the Sphinx speaks out again. Somewhat wiser than I expected.
Get in.
Oh, yeah.
But have you understood the lesson here? The test of spirit. Can you do what it takes? What you saw was the price of failure. All that you love, all that you hold dear, will perish if you fail.
I can tell you now what we saw in that room will never happen.
Time will tell. And yet again, the blue glowing lights, the yellow glowing lights, your vision clears and you find yourselves again stood before the Sphinx. Two trials you have passed now. The third I leave to your skill.
Uh-oh.
We will not speak again. Not like this. Should you claim the throne officially and properly, I wish to be free.
Have yourself a deal.
Then the trial of body is before you. Good luck, Wardens of the Veil. Her eyes are gonna flash. And everything is going to go dark once again. And we are going to use that moment to take a short break. Hey yo!
Oh, wow, I've gone out of focus. Blimey, that's new.
It's just your eyes, mate. It's the whiskey.
It is. It is. Ooh,
So, there we go. Dave, is there any way we can get Kirik's picture up? Just so it fills the spot.
We shall see.
If not, don't worry about it.
I might have put one or too many things on the evidence.
That's fine.
I'll play.
That's fine. That's cool. Don't worry about it.
We just need
So,
that Kirik. Nope. That's what it is.
Nope. So, thanks everyone for returning. I say thanks everyone. Stick, I think it's just you at the minute, but it's fine. So thanks to everyone who is here. If you are around and you fancy joining in the chat, then don't be scared. We are very, very friendly. As it says in the new rules that are up, everyone is welcome. No judgments here, no nothing.
And it doesn't bite hard.
Anyway,
And if you ask me to.
yeah, there we go. Me too. Cool. So yeah, you will hopefully see all the updates on the Twitch channel working somewhat okay. We've made a few corrections in the break there, so anybody that types in caps is not going to get an immediate slap in the face unless it's a massive sentence in all caps. And we've just tweaked things a little bit, so hopefully the bugs have been ironed out, so to speak, or the wrinkles have been ironed out. But let's get straight into it. As you all sort of come to now, you all feel damp. You can feel cold water against your face as you realise you are laid face down in a shallow pool. Your vision sort of clears and you find yourselves laid face down on the other side of the door. Stick, you've just reminded me of something that I totally forgot to say at the beginning. I'm going to apologise an absolute million times for not doing this, which is Happy Pride Month to everyone. Such a knob. Totally forgot about that, so I really apologise. But no, Happy Pride Month to everyone, and all of our supporters. We love everyone. We love you all dearly. So anybody that is celebrating that, I know I will be celebrating it at work with my colleagues as well. So yeah. Happy Pride Month. Amazing. I should have worn my very, very colourful t-shirt for today, but totally forgotten that as well. It's been a long Monday, so I apologise.
Frantically looking for rainbow emotes. But no,
I was going to say, and yeah, you know, keep the bad puns coming. That's what she said.
The bad cuns punning.
All yes, just Nelly.
Shout out to the gays. I love how that's come out in the chat. Thank you, Stick. Love you. Good stuff. So,
and the other letters.
LGBTQIA plus, I think it is.
Nice.
Although I may be wrong on that one.
There it is. Thank you, Stick. That's the one I was looking for.
Nice.
Excellent. So yes. Okay. As you all now sort of awake, there is the echo of that disembodied voice. Good luck. There is a slight bluish glow ahead of you down this corridor that you find yourselves in.
I'm on the Pride Month train now. If you think about it, Ander is pansexual and Kirik is asexual. Yet to be confirmed, but that is. And
Kirik is asexual. Kirik is asexual.
He's not here to confirm. We can say what we like.
Got a lot of characters actually that are of various sexualities and preferences.
Yeah, being
trying to count off the top
white, heterosexual, cisgender males, we try to represent other people in our characters.
Do my best. Do my best. Well, we do our best. So, yes, there is this blue glow ahead of you. And you all are currently face down prone in that shallow pool of water. Which, for anybody that may be sort of opening their mouth, Bothrid, sort of, there. It's very stagnant.
I will get up and have my sodding cigar and be like, well, fuck. Pah.
What you actually notice is there is no cigar.
Yeah, okay.
And there is no cigar missing from your pack either.
Ah.
Wait. Oh, I'll check. The first thing I'll do is check my moonblade, see if it's back.
Moonblade is there.
Yeah, seeing him do that, check.
The dagger is there.
Nice.
Bothrid puts his hand on his back and feels the double-bladed quarterstaff. Nicks his hand slightly doing so, but...
Snicked.
Kirik's going to stand and sort of look around. That was weird.
I'm a little nervous what the test of body is actually going to be. Your spells have gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant all of them. You meant the Spirit Guardians.
No, the Spirit Guardians is gone.
Okay. I thought that we had another challenge because we had another challenge.
My worry is it's
that door looks like the one we were trying to get through. So
we're on the other side for sure.
Yeah.
And is the blue light coming from around the corner, enticing us towards it?
The blue light is sort of emanating out of here right now.
Okay. I'm assuming we go towards the light.
Further to the east.
Hopefully, metaphorically.
What? Don't look into the light.
Oh, God.
Are you moving down?
That's what she said.
We're going down. Ambulance in move. Yeah. I'll poke my head around the corner.
Probably going to regret that in just a second. As you poke your head round the corner, the first thing you see is this hulking crystal statue just stood up before you. And when I say before you, I literally mean before you.
Sorry, guys, I will show you.
Oh, fuck
in a
me.
minute. I will show you.
As you poke your head round, I'm going to ask you to make me a very, very quick stealth check at disadvantage, please.
As I splish splash towards the.
I was taking a bath.
Ooh, that's a 14.
Well, let's do this the right way. Ba-da-ba-bum. 20s, 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 20s. Which one to pick? The wrong one. That dice is still cursed. That was a natural one. And somehow, even though you run up and sort of skid to a halt and peer around, you are...
You full on Loki this.
Not seen. I've rolled 2 natural ones in a row there.
Nice, keep it.
Go
Your
away.
king commands you use that dice.
I am God. You are not my king.
True. It's gone to his head now. It's official.
Okay.
I'll do the symbol for 3 enemies that we always practice when we're not on stream. To let you know.
Yeah. So Ander sort of turns around, sort of... 3 enemies.
Dargon looks markedly surprised, like, oh, fucking remembered.
Got the
Othrid
Iune
is
stone,
going to
mate.
slowly but surely sink against the wall. Kirik will follow suit. What are we doing?
Well, you know I'm going to cast slow eventually. Is it right? So they're when I look around and see the statues, are they actual statues or are they people standing still? They've not yet been
They
activated.
are made of solid blue crystal,
Oh,
from what you can tell. So they look like solid blue crystals. Crystal statues, sorry.
but they're not moving.
Mm-hmm.
Are they protecting anything in the middle of the room? What's that? Silver
That
thing
is
in
a
the middle of the room?
stone with water just sort of pooling around it. But you do see a large, solid stone door. In fact, let me just clear that beyond the other 2. Let's just do that from there, all the way across to there. And then, boom. There you go. So you see this stone
I think we know what the
metallic-like
test of
door.
body
It's got
is.
a blue tinge to it.
I'm going to keep an eye on Anna to see whether he's looking like he's going to try and do something. I've got my hand on Termiel's Wrath, but sheathed. Excuse me. Shield in hand. Basically, prize ready to run towards.
Othrid is just going to sort of look at Ander. Whoa. What are we waiting for?
And with that, I'll put my cloak. No, will I? Will I? Yeah, I'll put my cloak up and I'll go invisible and I'll try and sneak past A to get into the middle of the room to then try and draw him away from the entrance.
Oh, beauty.
In a minute.
Okay. Make me a stealth check. You are invisible, of course.
Invisible. 28.
You manage to sneak past. So you may move wherever you wish to move. Invisible. However, as the splashes sound, the crystals begin to glow. And there is almost this. And the 3 statues begin to shift. And I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Yes. Here we go.
Oh, that's a bad initiative roll.
Here
13
we go,
for me.
here we go. Bothrid gets a...
Oh shit, we're going to have to do Kirik.
What did
What'd
you
you get, Dargon?
I got 21.
21, nice.
What'd you get, Danny?
Do Kirik if you want.
I got a... Oh, fuck, I can't remember. 13.
13.
Kirik got a 10.
Wow.
So the
That's a great
order
start.
is going to be Dargon, Bothrid, and Kirik.
There it is.
Cool. So as Anders sort of disappears and dashes in, these crystal constructions, these crystal creations that the Sphinx called them, just begin to sort of come to life and begin to move around. And Dargon, you're up first.
Go, blimey, Harry. Okay, so 5, 10,
They are giving off a lot of light, by the way.
15, 20, 25. And pull out my sword. Now, to those viewers who were wondering in the last couple of episodes why I was hitting so bloody hard, we have revised that, and I am hitting now with what we believe is the correct amount.
That was my fault. I had accidentally stuck a +3 bonus on a certain piece of armour, which was just a magic bonus, so I gave you +3 to everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to complain, but just to let you know that I will now be hitting what I was previously to that. So
I mean, that would have been useful tonight. So
it would have been. I'm kind of annoyed that I kind of set them in. So, you know, it's my own fault. Again, just like it was before. Anyway, right. 3 attacks. But bonus action. Do I want to do that? Let me remind myself. I might actually hold that one. No, I'm going to hold that one. So that is going to be... But I will do a bonus action fainting attack. So I will now have advantage on the first attack roll. So we shall roll that. And we shall have a 28 to hit. Which hopefully hits.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Yeah, good. So we're going to roll one of them. And we're going to roll a d10 because it was a maneuver. So then that is 19 points of slashing damage for the first attack. And then I drop the dice.
Nice.
Try again, and I'm back. Oh, that was so close. So we have a 19 to hit.
Will hit.
Okay, and then a 19 on the die for 32 to hit. So then...
Yeah, they're both hit.
29 points of damage combined for those 2 attacks.
29 points of damage combined as you did smack against this crystal. Let's call them what they are. Crystal Golem.
Nice. Just confirming that the slashing damage that I'm doing seems to be making the usual impact.
Yep.
Okay.
It is a magic weapon.
Okie dokie. I'll tell you what, I'm going to use my last 5 feet of movement to go there. Just so that I'm giving an opening for the others. Use my bonus action, full movement, and attacks. That's my go.
Okay. It is then the Crystal Golem's turn. A's face, which is blank, is just going to turn down towards you, Dargon.
Right.
And this blue beam of energy is just going to streak out towards you. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, that's not going to go well. Yeah, I'm already checking if I've used my Indomitable, and I haven't because we've had a long rest since I've last used it. But I will take it. It's a 15. I'm not going to get much better if I re-roll. Probably not good enough, but...
You are now...
fucked.
By the way, Danny, I didn't use my Bardic Inspiration back in the fight with the sharks. How long does it last? Is it gone?
10 minutes.
It's gone.
So it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, okay. I still haven't created that token, apparently. You are slowed.
Wonderful. Here we go.
Sorry,
now
what?
he's bringing
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, sorry, he said he was going to use it against us.
B
To
and
play
C
that
both
game.
become mobile. B is just going to go 5, 10 to there. C is going to go 5, 10, 15 forward. Shit. Get down the thing. Not going to get much worse than that, but yeah, no, that's fine. They are going to stay there. It's going to be B and C. Bothrid is going to take out the Great Axe. Yeah, Bothrid's going to rage. And in doing so, he's going to immediately run half his movement speed. Straight up to there, as my watch buzzes on my wrist and distracts me totally. And he is then going to recklessly attack A with the woodcutter's axe. It's not great. It's a 12 or, that's better, a 25. And he'll do that twice. Natural 20 on the second.
Yes.
So, I need a d12. Do the natural 20 first. So that is 12, 17 plus 25 total.
So you're talking
points
slow
of
motion?
slashing damage.
Yeah.
That will be Bothrid's go. Ander.
You won't be able to see anything for now, but you'll just hear a little, like a bird whistle, as I grant Dargon a bardic inspiration. That's a D8 for that wisdom saving throw you got to make in a minute.
You legend.
Which will then reveal myself as I then say, "You can play that game," and I'll cast slow on all them 3 motherfuckers.
Okay. So wisdom saving throws from them.
D8, wasn't it? For my life.
Yeah, D8.
Yeah.
Putting that to one side to remember.
Well, they got a beat.
18.
A is
Yes.
Yeah. And that's the second dice to hit the floor. That's gone.
If it's shit,
Let's choose another
it
one.
counts.
If it's shit, it counts.
B is also slowed.
Yes.
C is not slowed. Rolls a natural 18.
Oof.
Ooh.
-2.
Okay.
Damn it.
And
fucking dice go.
It's fine, you'll find it next week.
then
I liked that one. It was rolling well. Rolled me a natural
I
20.
should have used my reaction to counter spell slow on you, but it's too late now. I don't know. I could have also used my reaction to move out of C's reach with Skirmisher, but I've started my go now. So then, I can't bonus action disengage because I give Dave a tag on the thing, but I need to get away from that big swingy thing. I don't want an opportunity attack. 5, 10, 15.
Are you
Fuck
on
it.
about its penis?
Well, if it's out, no, I'll then move to
doesn't
there.
have sexual organs. Okay. And that's your go? Oh, in fact,
Right.
sorry, you started your turn. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Just a bee in there. Ooh,
Just standing.
that's just a fake creature, is it?
Should I have?
Nope, not yet.
Hang on, have I got a lucky point left?
Oh,
Yeah.
started my turn next to it. Jesus.
I'm going to use one of them. No, that made any difference. Bastard. 2 and a 3 were my 2 options to choose
Oh,
from.
no.
That's
I have enabled the Pride
Really
dice,
good.
and they're actually really cool.
They
I
are
didn't
good.
realise it was a freebie this month.
You are blinded.
I'm impervious to being blinded with my Circlet of Ioun.
You mother trucker.
There you go. So as this light sort of beams out from these crystal creatures, the circlet just and almost forms this magical shield over your eyes.
Amazing.
There you go. You are not blinded.
Fuck for that.
Anything else on your turn?
You have to do an opportunity attack on me because I moved away from them.
Yes, it does. And C is not slowed. So that's fine. Now I've got to pick which fucking D20 I want to use. Right, do something useful. Nope, that's going to be 14 to hit.
Nope.
As this huge, great crystal fist just smacks down into the water. Right, Kirik's go. What would you like Kirik to do?
I was thinking he would move here and he would do Sacred Flame on A because it's a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Is a cantrip as well, so
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
dexterity saving throw for A.
Got to be 19.
$11.
Boom. 3d8 plus 6 of radiant damage coming out.
All that damage.
18 points of radiant damage.
18 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Can use his bonus action to cast a leveled spell if such a leveled spell exists in his arsenal.
Well, there was Sanctuary, or Healing Word. It basically seems to be the one that I can see.
Or spiritual
spiritual
weapon, I
weapon,
think
maybe.
it's Kirik, yep.
Spiritual
That's
weapon.
always a winner, isn't it?
Yeah, should we give it a smack?
Yeah, bonus action, spiritual weapon, and he can
okay,
also
what-
hit in the same bonus action, can he?
Yeah, what level? Should we do like second level? Because he's got a couple of them.
Yeah.
Cast that as second level then.
Okie dokie. So I just got to find the fucking token for it now.
And that's plus 11 to
Where's
hit.
it gone?
Ooh, that's
Okay,
decent.
Where do you
that.
want to put it? Do you want to put it behind it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
I've got a plus 11. Do you want me to roll to hit?
Yeah, roll that bad boy.
Ooh, that's a
So you
17
cast
to
that at
hit.
second level, yeah. 17's the magic number.
Oh, okay. 1d8 plus 6 then of force damage coming at you.
So second level spiritual weapon.
Oh, that's a shit. That's 9 points of force damage.
9 points of force damage.
Every little
to
helps.
A.
So the light that comes off and that makes people do saving throws, is that just an area of effect thing? It's not a spell they're casting, is it? It's like an aura.
It is an area of... It is exactly that. It's an aura. It is called Light Intensity, so any creature that starts its turn within 10 feet of the illuminated golem and can see the golem must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be blinded until the start of the creature's next turn.
Close your eyes.
Anything else Kirik wishes to do?
No. He's used movement, bonus action, and action, hasn't he? That's it then.
In which case we are back up to Dargon. I need a wisdom saving throw, please, sir.
This can only go well.
You got a D8, mate?
I don't think there's any point wasting it. 4.
You are blinded.
Yeah.
You are fucked.
I am.
So you're slowed and blinded?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a good day.
Shit.
Blinded by the
Blinded by the light.
I mean, you can still... I mean, they're big enough, you could swing and probably still catch it.
Roll at disadvantage with 1 attack.
And I don't get a bonus action, do I?
Nope. No bonus actions, no reactions.
No bonus actions, no reactions.
So, you can't reuse reactions, your speed is halved, you can't make more than 1 attack on a turn. In addition, you can take either an action or a bonus action on your turn, not both. These effects are going to last for 1 minute. And you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay. Disadvantage. Well, there's not a lot I can do there. And if I try and cast a spell, I've got to roll something to see if it happens.
No. That's just an action, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
I
it's
thought
whether
that...
the spell requires you to see.
You'll probably say that we don't know this, but can we be blinded more than... Can we just keep getting blinded each turn?
Yeah.
We can.
It's an aura. It's not a spell.
Oh, we're just going to keep getting blinded.
So
Fuck.
you are
Okay.
blinded until the start of your next turn.
Right. Yeah. No.
So
no
you can
point.
avert
At which
your
point you'd be
eyes if
blinded
you wish
again.
to avoid the saving throw. But if you do so, you can't see the golem until like the start of your next turn anyway.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, so I was just going to, I could remove blindness, but then it's coming back, so that's going to waste it. So, disadvantage attack, not bad, happy with that, 27 to hit.
27's going to hit.
I mean, that's alright, isn't it?
That'll do. You know, I rolled a 14 and a 19, so these dice are loving me today, which is unusual. So, no, I'll keep that bardic there. I can't do that. Can I use Precision Strike, bearing in mind it is simply an add-on? It is not a bonus action.
It's a maneuver.
It's a maneuver.
Go for it.
Lovely. I'm going to use that, please.
Hit.
Because I'm up shit creek. So...
The hard part was hitting the fucker in the first place, and you've done that.
So that is going to be 18 points of slashing damage, please.
18 points of slashing damage. As Timiel's wrath yet again strikes across. And say her vision guides your hand.
So true, she does actually have sight. And I'm going to, not knowing that... no, just not having enough information about it, I'm not going to try and move away. I'm just going to stay right there.
Okay, make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. This one I hope I can use my dice with. Still, no point. It's a 4.
You are still slowed.
Yeah. there's that.
Okay. Then, as you are blinded and slowed, it is going to make a slam attack against you with advantage, and then a slam attack against Bothrid with advantage.
Okay.
So, first one against Dargon. Is a 25 or...
Did you say
it's
A
a
is
25
slowed?
to hit?
It can only make one attack then, can it?
I can only make one attack, so it'll do it against Dargon. So that was a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
2, 3.
0 reactions coming your way.
9, 14, 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
20.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. That will be its go. B then is going to turn its face towards you, and that blue light of energy is just going to beam down towards you. I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
16.
You are slowed.
Fuck.
That will be its go. C is going to turn then. 5 feet to there. And is going to make 2 attacks. First one is a 15 to hit.
To me.
15?
Nope.
Yep. Second one is an 18 to hit.
Yep.
You are going to take... what's that? 4... You're going to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
I can't even uncanny dodge it because that's a reaction, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bastard. 14. I'll take the lot. I'll take the lot.
Bothrid then is going to need to make a wisdom saving throw. Ooh, that's very good. That's 19 on the dice, so he saves anyway. He's not blinded. He will continue to recklessly attack with the woodcutter's axe twice. So first one is an 18 or an unnatural 20. Second one is an 18 or an 18. So both of those are going to hit. It's going to be 4, 13, 23 points of slashing damage as Bothrid slices twice with the woodcutter's axe. And with that, A is now cracked. I'm not going to say bloodied because it's made of crystals, but you notice as Bothrid strikes in that second time, there are just like these splintered cracks that just up this crystal. If anybody wishes to at this point make me a quick investigation check or a perception check, I will allow it.
I won't, I'm blinded. I will take that as a no.
I got 29 perception. Where was that on the wisdom save?
As these creatures get closer, you can see the faint bluish and purple lines that bleed throughout these creations. These are made of Wrathstrike crystal, but it is a purer form of the crystal than you have ever seen.
Awesome.
And then we're over to yourself, Ander. So I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Too many wisdom saves for my liking. That is a fucking 2.
You're blinded and slowed.
I'm not.
No,
I'm
you're
still.
not.
I can't be blinded, deafened, petrified,
that's
or
fine.
stunned.
There you go.
I am slow as fuck.
I can't be blinded.
I will do the only thing I can do. I can't be doing no spells because I don't want to risk the fact that it won't take on slow. So I will just have to stab C
Okay.
in his crystal bollocks because that's about the height.
Oh,
he
no
is,
bollocks.
isn't it? Well, all right. Where the Kendall area? Where is
I was going to say it's as smooth as a Ken doll. Don't
crotch? crotch would be. And that is a 27 to hit.
Where the fuck did that come from? Yes, that will hit.
Shit damage though. 7 piercing damage.
It's all good. Every little help.
I'd like to think that Shank's voice in my head is also slowed.
Yeah, Shank would just be like, yes, my stab him. And then we are over to Kirik.
Well, we are getting live information from the man himself.
Fantastic.
So, we would like to... we have to find out whether he needs to move or anything, but we would like to sunbeam the shit out of A and C. So, that is a something. Let's find out where the hell that
level
is.
spell.
Holy mother trucker, let's use that bad boy. So, yeah, apparently we want to use that.
It's a 60-foot line, isn't it?
60-foot line, so we would like to sort of...
Oh, the only problem is it's a con save. These are going to have fucking right good con, aren't they?
Oh, it's just... may do, but...
I will say Kirik will make the executive decision to move there.
Thank you. If he can hit A, C, and not hit Ander.
Yep, he can do that from where he is.
Cool.
Because it's a 60-foot long, 5-foot wide. So yes, he can burn through Bothrid, who is raging, and will take half damage anyway,
Fine.
or may not take the damage at all. We'll see. So let's
68.
just chalk that off as a spell slot.
It's also
So
concentration
saving
up to
throw.
a minute. So what the hell does that do?
It's and continuous beam. So it's
Oh! Okay, yeah, this is just, wow.
So then on his next turn, he just keeps creating a beam of light.
He's just a very powerful torch for a minute.
So Bothrid is going to make his Constitution saving throws. That's a 23.
Bugger.
Well, no, that
That's
means he
Bothrid, though.
saves.
We wanted him to save.
Oh, Bothrid. Sorry, that was Bothrid's. I thought that was... Sorry.
So it's
thought
going
it
to
was
take
A's.
half as much damage. So roll me 68, please.
Danny,
Somebody.
you're up. You roll that
I'm
on
on it.
Beyond of the D&D.
That is
Okay,
25
correction
radiant
made.
damage, halved.
Wisdom
So
saving throw.
13 for Bothrid.
And halved again down to 7.
Oh, sorry, we rolling for a...
Yeah, roll just a wisdom saving throw.
Am I doing that?
If he fails it, I'll be
Danny?
amazed.
Yep.
Ooh.
Plus 11 on his wisdom save.
Oh, good Lord Almighty. 20. Dirty 20.
Yeah,
That was
he's
bad.
fine.
That was bad. Roll.
No, but it's Kirik. He's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. So then we've got A and C to make Constitution saving throws. A first.
Oh,
Ooh, that was good.
Kirik just reminded us they also need...
To save for being blinded as well for this. But that's presumably that because Bothrid saved.
If they failed the save, they're blinded as well.
Yeah. So A has rolled an 18 twice on the dice, which is a 23.
Yeah.
C
Yeah, fine.
Saves but takes that
gets-
half damage.
That jumped out. Roll that again. C gets a 22. So they're going to take half damage. So that's 13 points of damage to each of them, and they are not blinded.
Still, that is a good round from that one. Just out of interest. No, he hasn't got any bonus action cantrips.
He can use his spiritual weapon as a bonus action, I believe.
Of course he can.
To hit.
Bonus action.
True.
Smack A. That was second level, wasn't it? Do you want to roll that one, Danny?
As a bonus action on
It's
your
a plus
turn,
11 to
you repeat
hit,
the
so I'll
attack.
roll that. Plus 11 to hit. Ooh, 16 to hit.
Does not hit this time. It just, as A sort of recoils back from this sunbeam. Okay. I didn't roll for these to be unslowed again, did I?
They won't be slowed anymore if I'm slowed, will they? Can I still concentrate on it?
Yeah. Doesn't break
Oh, I haven't
concentration.
done my concentration check either. Fucking hell. We're all over the shop today, boys.
How many do you need to do?
15, I'm alright. Or 16,
good.
I'm alright.
You're good.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, it's a 17 max for A, so A is still slowed. 14 or 3, so B is still slowed. So, anything else on Kirik's turn, or is that him done?
That's it.
Yeah, he's done that wisdom saving throw. Don't think he's going to move. Yeah, I think that's fine, isn't it?
Okay, Dargon, you are no longer blinded, but I do need a wisdom saving throw.
To be blinded again, most likely.
Yep.
Yeah.
I shall bring that up. So that's not my character sheet. Wisdom saving throw. I thank you. 19.
Just.
Jesus. That was without
Not
the bardic
blinded this
inspiration. So I shall save the bardic inspiration for later. So I'm not blinded, therefore still slowed.
But you are slowed.
That will
One
be
attack.
a normal wallop to A.
A normal wallop.
Yeah.
Although it may come with a precision strike if I hit.
Is that a bonus action?
It is just a thing. It's a maneuver, so it just
Okay.
happens if I choose to.
It's just a maneuver, yeah.
So 22 to hit.
Yep,
Yeah, that's
we'll
right.
hit.
Maneuver then, please. Use that one up. That is then going to be 18 points of slashing damage.
18 points of slashing damage as you continue to wail on A.
Another wisdom save at the end of my turn for slow.
At the end of your turn, yep. Sorry.
Because I'm done. Yeah, I know. It's unusual that I'm not rolling anymore. Do you know what? I am going to take that. That is, with my bardic inspiration, a dirty 20.
And there's 20 is
Nice.
enough. You are no longer slowed.
Fantastic. There we go.
Okay, it's then A's go. Okay. It is going to make a slam attack against Bothrid this time, as Bothrid's the one that's cracked it. So it's going to be a 27 or an 18, so 27, so I need 3 of them. 8, 9, 13, 19 points of bludgeoning damage to Bothrid, reduced down to 10.
And I shall sentinel attack him now I have my reaction back.
Go for it.
Thank you.
Boom.
That's what we like, innit? Oh, I might miss. 17.
17 is the magic number.
Oh, blimey. Blimey, Harry. 13 points of slashing damage.
13 points of slashing damage. Every little helps.
That is my reaction gone.
Fantastic. B then. Has a choice to make. No, B's going to do the sensible thing. It's going to turn 5, 10, 15 to there. It's going to make a single slam attack against Ander. Which is going to miss. It's a 12. C is going to make 2 slam attacks against you. And B needs to make a wisdom saving throw in a minute. That is a 16 to hit with the first one.
Nope.
A miss. And the second one is a 22.
Yeah.
You're going to take 16, 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Hey.
Anders getting fucked up for a change.
can't run away. I don't like slow when I'm on the other end of it.
A's still slowed. And B is still slowed. Then over to Bothrid, who is going to make a wisdom saving throw first. It's not enough. Bothrid's blinded. Bothrid is blinded. Stick that on there. Bothrid is going to move out of the way, and sort of as he succumbs to this light, he's just going to roll to the side 5 feet, so he's out of the way of that sunbeam. And then we'll swing wildly. Straight rolls, because he would be recklessly rolling. So first one's unnatural 20. Second one is a 21.
Nice.
So that is going to be 16, 26 points of slashing damage to A.
Oh, I need to make my con check.
He's blinded. Ander, it's your go.
So I took 22 points of damage, didn't I? And I rolled 14 on the concentration check.
Fine. You need it to be 11 or more.
So me
It
now,
is now your go, sir.
I will do the only thing I can do, which is stab at C. Oh, 16 to hit. Bugger.
This time it misses as you stab forward and...
But then I can make the wisdom save for slow.
You can make the wisdom save for the slow.
Which is a 17.
17 is the magic number.
Yes!
Oh.
You are no longer slowed, but that is your turn complete. Kirik then, I'm assuming, is just going to keep the sunbeam going.
Well, if it can be moved
he can
slightly,
hit all
can
three
he
of
get?
them
Yeah,
now.
can he hit all 3? I don't know. Can it be moved? I didn't check that.
He
He
doesn't
can
need
create a new
to
line
move
of
that.
radiance.
Doesn't need to move it
Perfect.
because it's already burning through all 3 of them.
Magic. That will be.
I really
Roll
should have
that
put that
damage.
on the map because I totally forgot, but that's fine. Let's just see if I can find a sunbeam.
Yeah, roll that damage, Danny.
Oh, would you look
I
at
think I
that?
make the save,
I
haven't
have a
I?
sunbeam.
I think I make the save again.
They
Holy
have.
but Jesus Christ! Look at that bad boy.
Yeah, it's not that big. Don't worry.
I know, but it still looks cool. Always
So
looks
they
bigger in the
need
mirror.
to make the saving throw every time, don't they?
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Hopefully they'll all fail and then they'll be blinded.
Try and get the angle right.
He is properly Iron Man from the chest or hand, you know, blasting these guys now.
You just pulsar beam through the middle. So all 3 con saving throws. Bothrid is out of the way this time. Kirik does need to make a wisdom saving throw first, though, please.
Okay.
Not that it's going to matter because he'd just keep the beam there.
He would keep the
Well,
beam there,
these
but
con
we're
saving
looking.
throws, well, it's not with the d12.
Yeah, he's fine. 28.
10, 11, or 14, 4, or 7. All 3 of them are going to take all of that damage.
31 points of radiant damage and they are all blinded.
31, 31, 31.
Amazing. Good round. Thank you, Kirik.
A is not looking good.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Wrong one. Apparently I'm going to have to offset all of these, which is all good fun. There we go. So all 3 are blinded. Anything else on Kirik's turn? Did you want to use the spiritual weapon as a bonus action?
100%.
Let me just double check that. Yeah, you can create a new line of radiance as your action on any turn until the spell ends. So basically, it's just.
So that is a dirty 20
good.
to hit the force weapon on a spiritual weapon, which is a 1d8 plus 6. 1d8, which is 11 force damage.
And as that spiritual raven dagger just twists and more cracks, just and it looks like glass upon the point where you can almost just flick it and it will shatter. Does Kirik wish to move?
Back 5 feet, maybe.
Fine.
Yeah. Knowing that this shit's going south. Well, not south, as in he's able to just move away, I hope.
With that sunbeam on. So I'll leave the beam there, even though it's
Yeah.
currently not up. And it's just in that action to blast it out, like an Iron Man pulsar beam. Then over to Dargon. I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, really?
Yep, you've started within 10 feet.
Yeah. Bugger. 15.
You are blinded yet again. I think everybody on this course is probably been blinded at least once now. Apart from the man who can't be blinded.
Okay. Now, it'd be an advantage against a blinded creature, but I have
It's flat
disadvantage. Flat roll. I am not slowed.
3 of them.
3 flat rolls. Okay.
Should just do the first one. Just do the first one.
Just do the first one. Is that enough? Can't remember. 19 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit. Not even going to ask you to roll, because you're definitely going to do more than 2 points of damage.
Yep.
Go.
Modifier
This time,
of
as
plus
you
8.
blindly just swing Timiel's Wrath around, you just hear this as it slices through, and these Wrath Strike shards just and settle down into the water.
Put them in your
Glint.
pocket, they'll be worth something.
He's blinded. Can I blindly, literally, run forwards? What check do I need to make?
Look, well, you're just going to point your sword out and just run.
I mean, you know, I know they're ahead, so can I just... Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm going to need a survival check at disadvantage, please.
I will take that. Wow, 2 5s for a 10.
Roll a d4 for me, please.
Yeah.
D6, sorry.
Okay. 1.
Are you running your full movement speed?
Yeah.
What's your movement speed?
30.
5, 10, 15, 20, smack. As you blindly run in the right direction somehow. Failed your check, but just went, fuck it, yeah, random. And managed to smack into something. You are also potentially in this sunbeam line right now, not that you would know.
Nope, that's fine. So, if I can attack whatever the hell's in front of me and hope it's not Ander.
Yep, go for it.
2 attacks at whatever this is. I will miss with a 15, I believe.
Yep.
But I will hit with a 30.
Yes, you will.
It's fairly apt for running blind. 11 points of slashing damage.
11 points slashing damage.
Um,
That will be you, I believe.
it will be. There's not a lot else I can do with that. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. B then. Are they blinded until the start of their next turn, or
Ooh,
is it
good
same as
question.
Sunbeam? It's in blinded until Kirik's next turn.
Nice.
So it's blinded. So it is going to wildly try and slam down against Ander at disadvantage. It's a 14.
Yep.
C is already facing Ander and being blinded. It's just going to try and slam down twice because it gets its 2 attacks at disadvantage, though. What the fuck is that? It's a natural 20. That's really pissed me off.
But the one
Or
that
a
counts.
13.
Oh,
A 13 or... the fucking 13 both times. What a shit. That is
I'm
the
happy about it.
weirdest symbol. It's like a lambda symbol on the top of that. Not that you can see it from there, but there's a lambda symbol on that, which is the nat 20. So C is going to miss twice. Bothrid then is no longer blinded, doesn't need to make a wisdom saving throw, and instead is still raging and is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 straight into there. And just saying to... He sort of runs past Kirik, "Don't you mind me!" And just runs through. Still with the woodcut's axe, he's going to hit B, or going to attack... he's going to attack B and C, both reckless, with his 2 attacks. So the first one will do to B. So that is... He doesn't need to do them recklessly because he already gets advantage, so they won't be reckless. That is a 23 to hit B, which is going to hit. So only one of them. That's really disappointing. That's a 1 on the dice, which is going to be a total of 6 points of slashing damage to B. And then he will attack C. 17 or 14. So 17 is just going to hit. And that will be 8 plus 5, 13 points of slashing damage to C. And Bothrid is going to close his eyes. Ander, I'm not going to ask you to make a wisdom saving throw because you can't be blinded.
Oh my god. So I will then, now see is surrounded by enemies, sneak attack him with my blade.
At
Which will
advantage.
be... Oh yeah, because he's blinded. Oh, good shout. Alright, come on, get a 20 then. No, a 13 and a 14. 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Piercing... Oh, it's a shit. Piercing damage of 7. That was a shit damage
See?
roll, but I've got the...
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack. Here comes 4 6s, mate. Here it comes. Close enough. 21
No, it's not bad.
extra points.
nice.
2 6s and a 5
And then I will...
and a 4.
Oh, can I disengage out of the way?
Of course you can.
30. I can get to about here.
I mean, one of them's slowed anyway. Excellent. So you disengage and this time sprint through the water. And there we go. Kirik is going to look at the field. Well, I'll let you guys make the choice. Everyone is getting hit in this sunbeam if he fires it off.
I can't survive that.
Yeah, I suppose at this point he may struggle with that particular fact.
Okay, I'm going to suggest then that Kirik would move up to there where it's not going to catch Ander. But it will get everyone else.
Yeah, do it.
Anders okay with that.
Okay, so Dargon, I need a Constitution saving throw. I think you're automatically going to fail that because you're blinded. Does it require sight?
Let's double check.
It's a con save, so...
Automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. A Constitution, I suppose it's more about the fact that can I take being blasted by it?
Yeah, I'll allow it. So no disadvantage. You're not going to fail it. You're going to still make the save. Bothrid's going to attempt to make the save as well. So Bothrid first. Gets 12 on the dice, which
I shall roll the
is
damage.
22. Bothrid's
In the meantime.
fine. Let's do... Shit.
Oh.
B. Natural 20. And C gets... they're no longer blinded either.
He'll make the save, so it was 22 points of radiant damage, that'd be half for everyone.
Bear with. So B made the save and is not blinded. Is going to take half damage. C, however, didn't, and is going to take full damage and is blinded. So how much damage is that, sorry?
22, but half to 11.
22 for C, 11 for B. Cool. And Bothrid's going to take 6. Dargon, what was your Constitution saving throw?
25.
25. So you are going to take 11 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
And you're already blinded anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Right. But does it not extend it to, like, the end of Kirik's next turn?
No, because you have saved.
Because I saved. Yeah.
And that's not why you were blinded anyway.
Yeah. I was blinded by something else, wasn't I?
So now I need another wisdom saving throw to see if you are no longer blinded.
Why wisdom?
For campaign
7.
2, my character's going to be just a wisdom beast.
Yeah, 7. Terrible 7.
7, still blinded.
Yeah.
And then it'll be dexterity saving throws in campaign 2, won't it?
Yeah. Be a wise monk.
So, Dargon.
Can I... It's a good question. Right, so I'm blinded, but I'm not slowed. I do still know that there was something in front of me, and I will swing away. Okay, I'm blinded. Is C still blinded?
Yes. Straight roll.
Straight roll. Yeah.
Because you would just continue to swing at whatever's in front of you, assuming that it's not one of your mates because they've not shouted at you.
Yeah, they're not... Oi! So, yeah, I mean, 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I will use a precision strike. For 21 points of slashing damage on the first attack.
20 points of slashing damage on C is enough to bloody it. Or crack it.
Okay, and then 2 more attacks. So that is a 23 and a 21.
Both will hit.
terrible rolls, so 19 points of damage total for the two.
19 damage total. As you just continue to swing away. Anything else on your turn? Bonus action?
It's not really any good one I can do, or I want to do, so no. That's me. Can I step left, knowing that my shoulder got burnt? Would you allow me to do that? Yeah.
I'll move you.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll say you kind of figured that out and just roll. Excellent. So, we are then over to the Crystal Golems. B is not blinded, but is slowed. However, can now see you all. So 4 beams of blue energy are just going to... I need everybody to make wisdom saving throws, please.
It can do all 4 of us. And that's B and it's...
One or more creatures. No, bear with me. Bear with me.
I rolled a 19.
Bothrid needs to make a wisdom
happy
saving
either
throw. One or more creatures it can
One
see
time
within
I
10
made a good
feet.
one, and I didn't even need it.
Which is only Bothrid.
I'll keep that roll for my next go.
So Bothrid needs to make a whiz save. Make it good, Bothrid. The 15, which is not enough. Bothrid is slowed.
Wow. Bugger.
And that
Does he
will
lose
be
rage or
B's go.
anything because of that? No problem.
No. Still hit on his turn.
Yeah.
Cool. C then. Yeah, we're gonna have to roll a. Okay, so this is attempting to hit Dargon. Disadvantaged to 14 or a 16, so it's going to miss. With
Sorry, you say
that attack.
disadvantage. Is it not straight
no,
roll
it would
for
be
him?
straight, wouldn't it? So it would have been
Yeah.
a 14, still going to miss.
Alright, cool.
Bothrid then needs to make a wisdom saving throw against being blinded. That's a natural 1. Bothrid is now blinded and slowed. Just going to move this out of the way for a minute. How's that light then from the golem just seeps in? Oh no, Bothrid closed his eyes. Ignore that. So he's going to get off his attack. Single attack, which he will make reckless.
Make it a normal roll for him
17.
because he's got his eyes closed.
A 12. Well, no, he'll open his eyes. Because basically a creature can avert its eyes to avoid the saving throw at the start of its turn. If the creature does so, it can't see the golem until the start of its next turn when it can avert its eyes again. No, it's still going to have to make the wisdom saving throw, so he would have been blinded. Ignore exactly what I've just said, because the minute he looks at it is the minute he's fucked.
Yeah.
So we'll roll that to hit again.
You either had disadvantage
So
or disadvantage.
So that's going to miss. It's 14. So this time Bothrid just swings and misses, going through. That will be Bothrid's go then, yeah, because he can't see. And I need a wisdom snow. Ignore me. You can't be blinded.
I will now, being a little bit of distance away, I will use my bow and arrow on C, and I'll get advantage. Because he's blind. Come on, get 20. Fuck him up. No, but it's still 27 to hit, which is okay.
27 is enough.
With 13 points of piercing damage and sneak attack
Yep.
damage of 16 and D4
Nice.
of 2.
What are you doing, my liege? Let's stab them.
It's called strategy.
Fuck that. Stab them. Anyway, anything else on your turn? Because you've not used steady aim, so you have bonus actions.
Yes, I do. I will give Bardic Inspiration to Bothred because he'll need it for his next Wisdom save.
Yes, he will.
Hang on, let me check I've got some left. I'm fucking dishing them out willy-nilly. Let me check I've actually got some left. Yeah. I've given out 2 and I've got 1 left. There we go. Just to check myself. Fucking dishing them out like dollar bills at a strip club.
Any movement?
I'll go a little bit further away.
I was going to say you can move further away. Kirik, then.
Are we just going to blast him in the ass?
Can we do bonus action first, just out of shits and giggles, and move the spiritual weapon further up to C and give it a smackaroony? Or is it move? No, it's move.
15?
Is it? Yeah. Is it
You can move
the
and
back and
spiritual
spell
weapon?
at the same turn.
Great. Let's do that first. So,
So that's a plus 11 to hit. I'll roll
Yeah.
that. I've got a plus 11 on mine. Natural 20.
Nice.
Spiritual
Hit the button.
yeah, there it is.
2d8.
Double that dice.
2d8 plus 6, is it?
I think.
So that is 16 points of force damage.
Nice.
It is, yes.
And then we'll have some constitution saving throws.
Do I need to make
So
a
that's a
wisdom
4.
saving throw for him?
14 for B. Yes, you will.
Uh, 17. That was a bad roll from me.
It's enough, though.
Okay, cool.
17's a magic number. So this time they're going to swap. C is no longer blinded, but B is.
And that is 31 points of radiant damage, half to 16 for whoever saved.
31 to B and 16 to C. And then Bothrid needs to make his, which I think is at 22. That is a 22, so he's going to take 6. No, 8. Because I can't do maths, apparently. There we go. Anything else on Kirik's turn? He's got movement. He could now move and not get Bothrid if you wish to.
Yeah, move in front of Ander.
Don't. And then we can just spin that to a full 90-degree angle. There we go.
Beauty fell.
And then over to Dargon. Wisdom
Blinded.
saving throw.
Oh.
See if you get rid of it.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Boom.
No longer blinded.
Beautiful. Okay.
It's really going to piss me off because C is no longer blinded or slowed. And I think you're just about to kill him.
Yeah. So let's have a look. Just bear with while I find what I want to do. Yeah. No, I'm going to save that. So yeah, three attacks. Dirty 20.
Will hit.
15 points of slashing damage.
B is no longer slowed, by the way.
Okay.
So that was how much
So
points of
B's
slashing
no
damage,
longer
sorry?
slow. There's no. I won't be
15.
concentrating anymore. Really.
Sorry, 15 points of slashing damage to C.
15 points of slashing damage to C.
If he's still up, 25 to hit.
25 to hit, will hit.
16 points of slashing damage.
And this time, as you just sort of, again, C just shatters into tiny, tiny shards. And it's gone.
Okay, and then, oh, well, I suppose I could do this, actually. Yeah. Ooh, I could do that for real shits and giggles, actually. So, before my third attack, bonus action, quick toss. And I'm going to lob my dagger at B.
Okay.
So that is going to be, I'm just going to mark that off there. And that is going to be 26 to hit.
That's going to hit.
$12 points of piercing damage to B.
Nice.
And then I'm going to
Or
go
not to be.
5, 10, 15 and do my final attack with Timiel's Wrath. A 30 to hit. And one final, this is my last superiority dice, a precision strike. Which is going to be 23 points of slashing damage.
23 points of slashing damage. Nicely done. Okay. And then over to B, who is no longer slowed, so it's just going to blindly attack. So it'll be a disadvantage for you, Dargon, one against you. It's an 18 to hit.
Miss.
Straight roll for Bothrid, which would be a 27. That is going to hit. Uh, 15, 21 points of bludgeoning damage to Bothrid, reduced to 11. Okay, it is...
I will also Sentinel attack him and attack him again.
Go for it.
We use my reaction, but it will be a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be 14 points of slashing damage to B.
14 points of slashing damage to B. It is then Bothrid's turn. His first wisdom saving throw. See if he's blinded again. Well, he's saved anyway because it's a natural 17, so no longer blinded. But is slowed. So he's going to recklessly attack. Let's have a look. In fact, no, he's going to have the woodcut's axe because he can't swap weapons.
Does he have to because he's B blinded?
It's not a disadvantage, but it will be a... sorry, yeah, no, you're right. It's at advantage anyway. Not great. It's a 17, which I think is just going to hit. Yes, it is. Magic number. Bothrid's getting tired, bless him. And that is a grand total of 9 points of damage to B. And then he's going to make another wisdom saving throw, not with a d12. Let's just see what that gets him to. 7, 8, 9. We'll use the d8. 7 or more gets 3. Fails. Keeps the bardic
Balls.
inspiration though, yeah?
He gets to keep it, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So is still slowed but not blinded. Ander.
And will move to there to get a line of sight on B, and he will once again get advantage on his bow and arrow.
Yeah, you will.
Get a 20.
Did you peek behind these black vines and just...
Fucking hell.
The
I've
hell
got a
was
2
that?
and a 3. A 15 to hit.
Catches
As
one of
our
those
arrow
black
sails
oily
past
vines
us.
as it fires past and just
Fucking hell.
deflects off.
Lucky point.
Lucky point. Go on, Dave. I'll use my last one. Fuck 'em.
Can you use a lucky point when it's already... Do you have to declare it before?
You have 3 lucky points whenever you make... Yeah, the way you helpful box. Whenever you make an attack roll, ability check or saving throw, you can spend 1 to roll an additional d20 and choose which dice to use.
You can choose which
Oh,
one.
okay.
There you go.
You can choose to spend the lucky point after you roll the dice, but before the outcome is determined, so no, I can't.
No. Okay.
So, swing and a miss.
It's fine. We're using steady aim there.
No, I've got advantage because he's blinded.
You're right. So that's fine. Bonus actions? Movement? Any more movement?
I will use unsettling words. My last bardic inspiration, unsettling words on the thing, so it has to subtract a d8 from its next saving throw.
Nice.
And the unsettling words will be: I will break you apart and sell you to the highest bidder. That would make it freak out, wouldn't it?
That's fine. So... Excellent. Kirik.
Sometimes
then.
I just want to use like one unsettling word and just say something like necrophilia. Just that's unsettling, no matter what the context.
Cool.
Like that.
So what's Kirik doing?
He's going to blast him in the ass with a sunbeam, isn't he? And then also hit him with his.
I was going to say, yeah, move, spiritual
Force
weapon,
weapon.
hit, sunbeam, all of that.
Yeah.
So I'll move spiritual weapon to there so it can still hit.
Yeah, roll
So,
that.
11 to
roll
hit.
that at plus 11 and
30 to hit.
nice. God, that was so
Shit,
close to
that
another
was
natural
so close
20.
to a natural 20.
I know. I'm rolling better for Kick than I am myself, and that is max damage of 14 force damage.
Good Lord Almighty.
14
nice.
points of force damage as that raven-like dagger just... raven feather dagger, sorry, just stabs in with force damage. I should say as well, B's been bloodied for a while. I just totally forgot to do it. Just these cracks just...
And then
Sunbeam.
con save. Plot minus a d8.
Yeah, that's this could be a negative.
Oh.
No, it can't. No, it can't. Ignore me. It's 11 minus 1 for a 10.
That's shit radiance damage now, and you're on 20.
Still blinded.
A lot of threes in there.
and 20 points of
Still
radiant
blinded, though.
damage. Indeed. Unsettling words is gone. Anything else on Kirik's turn? Movement, or is he staying there?
I'm staying there. I think that's absolutely fine.
Excellent. In which case, we're back up to Dargon. I need a wisdom saving throw, please, sir.
Oh, brilliant. Marvellous. Absolutely fandango. This can only go well. 7. Again, a 7 on all of my wisdom saving throws.
You are blinded,
Yeah.
but these are all straight rolls.
Yeah. I can't do that, so that's fine. All straight rolls. We have a 31,
Mm-hmm.
a 25, And a 24.
Yep. All 3 are going to hit.
This is it. It's got to finish it off now.
So what's that going to be? ...41 points of slashing damage for all 3.
41 points of slashing damage as more cracks just stretch out now, and you can start to see just this glow emanating out of those cracks. A strange purplish glow at this point.
Action surge.
Nice.
Yes.
But I'm clearly getting tired. That is a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
What is that? What is that? That is a 22 to hit.
That does hit.
And a 21 to hit.
So the second, the second
Second
two
and
attacks
third.
hit.
Yeah. So then that is 25 points of slashing damage.
25 points of slashing damage. Still not quite enough, as you just and you just hear the
kill.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my go. I have no useful bonus actions at this point.
B then is going to slam down twice again, which will be a straight roll against you, Dargo,
Yeah.
for a 28 to hit.
That'll about do it.
That's maths. 16, 22 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
You know I'm going to Stone's Endurance that, by the way.
Disadvantage against Bothrid. It's not going to hit Bothrid, so it misses. That will be its go. Bothrid then is going to make a wisdom saving throw first. Fails. Blinded. Oh, is he? Is he? Oi. Yep, he is definitely blinded. Bothrid's blinded, so he is going to just attack twice once with the woodcutter's axe for a natural 1.
No.
And we'll use the bardic inspiration again. That jumped out, and it was an 8 as well, so that's still a 7, so that's 17, 18 plus his wisdom, unnatural 20, no longer slowed. I just need to move all this shit off now. It's really annoying how they layer them like that. Bardic inspiration is gone, but you're still blinded. That will be Bothrid's go. And see us out.
Sensing the opportunity, I'm going to run in and stab him because Shank wants me to, and he's the only one who calls me my liege so far, so I like him. Advantage for the stab. This is the 20 time. No, it's not. Still a 19 now to hit.
19 will hit.
Fucking hell, I keep rolling ones on the damage, man. Fucking bastards. 7
points initially.
Damage. Stab. Piercing, as it's more commonly known. And then 18 points of sneak attack damage.
King Ander of Esamir, describe to me how you would like to kill this creature.
So as I run up to it, I'll sort of jump and then just put the blade into its chest, and then I'll slide down to my feet, and it'll just sort of carve it down the middle, and then that'll just create a big enough crack where it'll just go and shatter.
So you dash forward to where you can see one of the cracks in the chest leap up, and as you leap up, you just hear Shank in your ear. Yes, my lord, stab him, Phenylin. strike true, and you twist the blade slightly, and it's almost like one of those kids' toys where you go down the engraving, you go down the crack, just like, and as you do so, just more splintered sort of cracks line out from this central crack that you're creating and sort of widening, and eventually you sort of, your feet hit the floor and you withdraw the moonblade, and there's just this as the King of Esamir turns with the moonblade in hand to face Kirik, whose hand comes up with the sunbeam, and we are out of combat. Disembodied voice sounds, well, I am impressed. Maybe there is hope for Nylin after all. Good luck beyond the door. You will need it. And I think probably the perfect place for us to end tonight. So thank you all for joining us. That was a cool session, I think. It's a shame Kirik couldn't join us. There was a few fun things he would have enjoyed there. But we are ever closer to the next source. Just one more door to go. So with that, thank you all again for joining us. Thank you to the tools we've used tonight. So I got to play around with a few maps tonight. Amazing work by our resident Mr. Wizard, bringing to life some of those things I was talking about with the flashes and the darkening. Amazing stuff. So thank you very much for that, Dave. That was awesome. Yes, thank you all for joining us in the chat. Those that have been vocal, I'm talking to you, Stick. Happy Pride Month to everyone. I will say it again, and remember this time, 1,000 apologies for forgetting at the beginning of the stream. I will make sure it is there in my notes in big bold letters to remember for next week. And with that, I think, yes, nothing else to really say tonight. So thank you to the tools once again. Thank you to those listening on the podcast. Thank you to those of you watching after the fact on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon so you get a notification every time we drop a new video. And if you're on the podcast, as I say, if you can leave a rating or review, every little helps. We are going to be doing a giveaway very, very soon. We are 5 episodes away from episode 100. It will not be the final episode of the campaign. I can tell you that right now. There is no way in hell it's going to be the final episode of the campaign. We have still got far too much to do. But as it's episode 100, it is quite a milestone. So I do want to do a small giveaway for that. So keep your ears and eyes peeled for what we will be doing with that. But that is all from us tonight. So thank you all once again for joining us. We have been the Malt Magic crew. This has been episode 95 of the Forgotten Kingdom of Nylin. Stay safe, we love you all, and we will see you next time.